because we're live to the world right now. Isn't that kind of crazy? We are here at the LTL studios here at the church, and we are so excited to talk to you tonight about changing the law. Ooh, what does that mean? I mean, what would happen if we changed the law? I mean, our world would go nuts. Yes. We would go crazy. Changing the law. Now, it does happen on occasion, but tonight we're going to be talking about changing the law that has been laid out before you through culture that's trying to ingrain you, and how God has a law that's been consistent since the beginning of age, and how it can bless your life, it can change your life, and we're going to let you hear from Randy and Debbie tonight about this. So welcome to Live at 9. I'm Pastor Bronson, one of the executive pastors here at LTL.Church. Randy and Debbie are huge leaders. They lead all kinds of stuff in our church, from growth groups to parking to greeters to our prayer team, our intercession team. They have come in and just revolutionized everything that we do here at LTL.Church and helping us reach more people tonight. So let's see it in the comments. Let's see who's over here right now. Who's in on the comments? Sorry guys, I am right now playing double duty here because our production team is at home right now watching, and we're here in the studio by ourselves. So who's up right now? Who's watching with us?
You're right.
I have not seen anybody yet. All right, let me see. Y'all have your phones? Pull your phones out. Let's see who's watching.
The kids have them.
Yeah, the kids have the phones? Oh, the entertainment for tonight has the phones. Okay. Let's see. Here we are. All right. Hey, what's up, Denise? Denise is on.
Hi, Denise.
Let's see. About the mindset and changing the law in your mind and what's happening. And so right now, if you were with us on Sunday, can you just tell us? All right, here we go. We got Michelle Soto, Priscilla Martinez, Celeste. Hello, everyone. We got Rose. We've got Cynthia. We've got Cindy. Eliza. Hey. BJ, what's up, BJ? Thanks for being on with us tonight. We got Rose. What's up, John Sockley? Hey, good to see you, man. Hey, so, hello, Jordan. What's up, Jordan? Jordan, I know you're on here for the free stuff. I keep finding you in the church and giving you stickers. She's always on here with me. Hey, let's do a giveaway tonight. Let's do a giveaway. Let's see. So this past Sunday, actually, I gave away a beanie on Sunday. You remember that? Yes, I said, cool. If you come and quote to me the scripture, I will give you a beanie. Well, here is my proof from Sunday. Right here. Here's Cynthia Lyons. I gave her beanie on Sunday. She said it was for her son. It was so cool that she's going to give it to her son. So tonight, let's see. So what I'm going to do is we have an LTL hat. It's a white one, right? The white LTL hat is pretty fly. It goes fresh with some new white, maybe some Jordans and stuff. So tonight, if you are on here and you can, what should we do?
We don't want to break the law. We're talking about changing the law, right? So remember that.
We don't want you to break the law tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, what should we do, Randy? Come on.
What can we do?
What kind of giveaway?
Okay. It's a contest, so they got to do something.
I am going to change the law for God in my mind. Change the law for God in my mind. So that I can be a world changer. Whoever says that first, Randy, on Sunday, he's going to have a hat that he's going to give to you.
That's right.
It's going to be the one off his head. No, I'm just playing. Just play it. So
that would be good.
We want to see you do that on Sunday. So let's dive in a little bit about changing the law. Now, we talk about this, and we see in our world today that we have a culture that tries to ingrain us with how we should think, how we should act, how we should talk, what we should wear.
Yes.
And if you aren't a part of that, then you can actually be considered an outcast. You know, even in our society today, it's like if you don't have the new car, if you don't have the new phone, like the new Apple 12, if you don't have that, like you're missing out on something, right? And what I love about Randy and Debbie is they came into our church and they were not subject to any type of cultural law, but just they were a part of wanting to see God move and changing their lives. and what God was doing with them. And so, can y'all just tell me kind of what was y'all's mindset? You know, that culture that was grinding in you. What was that mindset before coming to God and your mindset now?
Pastor, I think back in the day, it was all about the culture. You're correct. It was all about the culture and just listening to what the world wanted me to be, what the world wanted me to become, and what I needed to be successful, to be cool, to be in the crowd, to be part of something. And it was all about the cars, buying the big house, getting the new phones, the watches, just the jewelry, clothes. It was just so many things that we were just being influenced, and we did it for a while. I remember just dropping money just whenever we could, and then I would regret it.
Yeah.
I would regret it because I spent so much money on something that was just artificial, or it would break, or I couldn't afford the warranty, and it was gone.
Wow. Yeah.
So so it was an experience, and it was something I probably had to go through, and a lot of us are probably going through that right now.
Yeah.
And but again, afterwards, when I gave my life to Christ, I noticed that I started turning more and more to God and asking Him to humble me, to take away those filters that the world had been kind of containing me to. You need to focus on this. Like, no, I have the authority. God gave me that authority where I don't need that.
Yeah.
No, I choose not to buy that. And Debbie, I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I
Same?
agree. You know, when you be obedient to Him,
Yeah.
and do the things that He wants you to do.
And I think it's important to note here how, Randy, you were just telling me that you wrote a list down of things that you wanted to change in your life, and some of those did include some materialistic things.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Now, can you tell us like one thing off that list that you've seen God, use and move?
Well, we were taking the classes here at church, and I remember during one of the sessions, we wrote down a prayer list of what we wanted. We were praying and asking God to help us with, and some of them were, I wanted to become a better prayer warrior. I wanted to become a prayer warrior. I didn't just want to pray, but I wanted to pray. I mean, deep. I mean,
authority.
with
Yes.
authority,
Yeah.
and just speak life into people and just really connect with the Spirit. And that came to pass. So that I know changed it, and it came to pass, and that's what I do now.
Yeah.
One of them, my last one was we wanted to find something bigger and better for the ministry, for our growth groups, for our home that we would use for our growth groups, but we would also lend our home out to other groups. Women's groups, singles groups, young women's groups, and we would allow them to use our house for the ministry, and
Right.
with open heart, just do what you got to do. This is God's house. He blessed us with it, and we want to continue the blessings with others. And so our house was getting a little small. Some of you have been to my house and came to growth groups. And you know how packed it was. We had people sitting in the sterile case and in the kitchen, by the stove and by the food. But God said, I want to get you something else. And that was one of my prayers, is to sell our home and to be able to move into something bigger.
Yeah.
And that was the very last one, was to sell my home. And 2 weeks ago, we sold our home.
Wow.
We sold our home, and we're looking forward to bigger, better home. Yeah.
But we did have to change our mindset.
Yes.
And like you said, have authority.
Yeah.
And let God, He gives us that authority, and to be mindful to what He wants us to do and pray over it.
Right.
We have to fast and tithe, be faithful to our tithes and all that, to be able to be where we're at right now.
Yeah. And that's what I love about y'all's story, because I remember y'all coming in, and I remember whenever you kept coming from a large church, being a part of it. It was a great church, and
Yes,
it was a great church doing great things, and you were just like, I was just there, and really, and so coming to live life, y'all stepping in and getting a part, and then seeing how your life transitioned, and that authority that came in you as leaders of your home, leaders with people, and how God has blessed you in your life. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. And that's what I think of you guys, in how beautiful it is that you saw on earth that there was a need, and you said, God, we need a bigger place.
Right.
We need this
But it wasn't just for what we need. It was because it's for the ministry.
Yes.
It's going to be used for whatever God wants to use it for.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not this. We're not being selfish. Like, oh, we just need a bigger house, something better. It's just. It's something that we can use not just for ourselves, but for the church can use in the future as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about with how y'all have grown in this and seeing how whenever you serve the Lord and you bound things on earth and saying, God, I'm going to get rid of this law of the mind that I've got to have.
Right.
And y'all sold things. You sold your vehicles. You put yourself in a financial place that you were like, God, we're going to do ministry for you. And if you want to allow more in our lives, that's what it talks about, loosing on earth as it loosed in heaven, and bounding on earth and bounding it in heaven is you did not let any circumstances in your life hold you back.
Right.
And you prayed over your children, and they're serving in ministries, and they're doing things, and you're leading your family. And now you're not only being impacted by the gospel, but now you're impacting others with the gospel. And that's what we're all about. That's so cool.
Awesome.
So that's what I love about y'all's story and the authority that God's given y'all, and that as you have impacted people, y'all aren't only ones that believe in the gospel, but y'all also advance the gospel with proclaiming that y'all speak it. You know, can you just share a little bit about how you've spoken the gospel and how you've seen people's lives begin to change?
I really just think lead by example.
Yeah.
That's the way I like to impact people.
Yeah.
I have to lead by example, because I can't just share the gospel. I have to live it. I have to live the gospel.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm able to impact other people.
Yeah.
It's by leading by example.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can you remember anything in your life, maybe recently, maybe in the past, that you spoke to, you know, of like maybe a situation or maybe a job or something, or one of your children, that you said, God, I'm proclaiming this, Lord, that I don't only just believe you're going to do this, but I'm going to speak this over this. Can you think of anything?
Well, I could think of being debt free.
Debt free? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, come on. What was that about?
We are literally debt free.
Yeah.
I mean, years ago, I never thought that I would say that.
Wow.
So when Pastor was preaching on Sunday, God reminded me, hey, you are debt free.
Yeah.
It was one of the prayers that you prayed for years and years. Because I never thought that we could be debt free. And we're literally sitting here debt free.
Yep.
And that's because of God.
Right.
And that's that the celebration. Oh my gosh.
We are very excited.
That the world that we live in today, debt free, is almost impossible.
Yes, it's hard.
To own and to be able to drive cars that are paid off, and to be able to live and not have to be under this debt cloud, you know.
Yes.
And that's what I believe the law that God has put for us is He doesn't want us to live in debt.
Right.
He doesn't want us to live paycheck to paycheck. He doesn't want us to live enslaved to a debtor, right? And how the law that God has given us and what we're learning about, if you stay plugged in with us, man, do you have any financial ties? And they said, no, I can literally leave and with nothing, and I can start fresh. And I said, that may go over and save and build.
Exactly.
And you may not get the brand new car,
That's right.
but you can get one that moves and make the money.
That's right.
And then pray for the Lord to bless you with the more.
Right.
Yes.
Get that hand of God in your life and see that the blessing will come.
Yes.
Exactly.
It feels
Beautiful.
great. It's
Proclaim
freedom.
that over
It's
your
like,
life.
it feels
Proclaim
good.
it.
It's freedom.
Yeah.
It's freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, don't forget, I know you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube right now, that we are learning right now about the law of God. And I want to jump over on Facebook right now. Anybody that's watching, did I get an amen? I know Andreas is on here. What's up, Rick Ortiz, Benny? Hey guys. We're so excited to have you guys on with us and to be a part. Now, we're doing these live at 9s again because we want to continue to encourage you and reach people. Tonight, we're talking about changing that law and the mindset, not allowing the world to dictate and tell you, you know, to get into this quo, but no, you are a child of God.
Right.
You have authority through the kingdom of heaven, that you can rule and reign over your life, and you can be in control. You can make the choices, and that God will give you the authority to be able to speak to those situations and those evil things in your life and tell it to flee, and it will flee.
That's right.
Tonight. So thank y'all for being on with us. Thank you, Randy
you,
and
guys.
Debbie, for taking time.
Thank
I mean, I'm talking about, they came up here at 9:30 at night. We're still here going, and we love you. We can't wait to see you this
we love you
weekend.
guys.
The pumpkin patch is on Friday, Saturday. be here.
Yeah,
We're gonna
join
be
us.
there.
Yes, it'll be a lot of fun.
We're gonna have so much fun.
Yes.
Can y'all
Thank
give
you,
one
Pastor.
more statement? What is one more thing that you want to say to get off of here?
I would say before you make any financial decisions or whatever, make sure you pray about it.
Yes.
Make sure that you get God involved
Right.
in anything you're gonna purchase or do, and make sure you talk to your partner. If you're married, talk to your partner and make sure that you guys are in agreement. So,
Right.
but always keep God in your prayers and asking for guidance with your finances as well. Yeah.
And don't live in fear. Don't live
Come
in
on.
fear. If you
Let's
ask for
go.
that, just have
So
faith.
good.
Just have lots of faith because God gave you the authority
That's right.
to have faith. So just trust in God and stay obedient.
Yes.
Come on, y'all are learning wisdom from pros here. We love y'all. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see y'all
Good
soon.
night.
Bye, guys.
Good night.